today's video, we are gonna do things I started to learn in my 20s. Yes, I know I am 20 years old and I'm turning 21 in exactly 1 month. But these are some things that I've started to learn because, boy, when I say your 20s, like I say this all the time on my channel, that your 20s is gonna be the decade where you learn a lot of stuff, new habits, and everything is constantly changing. As you get older, everything's gonna be consistent and you're able to control it. But it's a lot of things that's been happening in my 20s that I'm very, very shocked with, because a lot of people experience a lot of things and we don't really talk about it enough. Well, we are talking about it now that I'm seeing more on social media now, but like it wasn't a lot of like people growing up where I can be like, dang, that's what you went through. So bad, like I wasn't able to really do that with anybody really. And I don't blame them, because not a lot of people want to share, or you know. But I have a lot of things that I've written. Well, it's not that much, but it's just some things that I want to give you guys on your 20s, because you're definitely not alone. Like I said, I'm 20. This is only the beginning. Only the beginning. But yeah. And also, I'm going to be doing my makeup, so therefore we can keep things interesting. But I'm going to finish carving my eyebrows, do my eyeshadow, because this is what I go through. Like, do y'all hear this? It's so annoying. Like, don't even get me started. But if you hear this, that's upstairs. But anyways, I'm gonna finish my eyebrows and then do my eyeshadow. Then I'm gonna get back to y'all, because doing my eyeshadow is gonna take me a long time. I'm not even gonna hold y'all because I'm still trying to figure out my looks. But I love the smoky eye look, so I'm probably gonna do that. So I'll see y'all when I'm done with that. So it actually didn't take me that long this time, y'all, because any other time I'll be doing a look, like it'd be taking me a minute, but this time it didn't take me that long. And I'm proud of like how it came out. I will tweak some things, but you know, it's my first time doing it, so I'm satisfied. I'm really satisfied. I'm trying not to cry. Things first I wanted to talk about was, number one, find some hobbies. I think the most important thing, you know, to have that I've been noticing, like within in society, or just like being on TikTok a lot of people have like side hustles or like other hobbies like they're into, and I feel like that's very important, because one, I feel like it's always good to keep your mind busy. Like, yes, you can have your days where you don't have to do anything, or you know, you could just be bored. But I also feel like you need to like learn something else. Like, prime example is my mother. She has a 9 to 5, but also she does something she loves on the side, which is personal training. So with her doing that, keeps her mind busy, and it's something that she also loves to do. I feel like you always need to be good at 2 things, or good at like a variety of things, but honestly good at 2 things, therefore like you don't need anybody else to be with you. Because I feel like a lot of people want to be surrounded by people 24/7. I don't know how you do that, but it's not gonna work. Like, it's not. Everybody's gonna want their alone time. So with that being said, you need to like get a new hobby. Like right now, I'm practicing on my makeup. That's a hobby I'm trying to do. YouTube is another hobby. Pick up a book. Go outside, work out, do something that doesn't require anybody else, it just requires you. I feel like that's very, very important, because like, say, you know, we're gonna get older, you ain't gonna really, you don't need anybody. I feel like that's, you know, very important. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, if you guys want me to be honest, but I'm talking, that's probably why. I talk, I forget what I'm supposed to be, you know, really, really doing. But yeah, Whew, this is my favorite one on this list because I feel like a lot of people are not aware of themselves but are aware of others, and I feel like you need to be aware of both. So what it is you need to let go of people whose ego is bigger than their intelligence. Boy, there is a lot of people who have a big ego, and everybody knows what an ego is. I recently just found out what an ego death was. I didn't know like it was a term for it, you know. Well, I didn't think any of it, if you want to be honest. Like, I didn't know like it was a term where you can literally go through an ego death, and what that is, it's basically like you lose your ego. But I forgot like the whole like process or everything. But it's something. But you should like get into it. I'm probably gonna get into it later. Let me stay on topic. But a lot of people are quick to talk about others, like what they should be doing, what they're lacking, how they need to be a better person, but are not aware of themselves and why you know, certain things aren't going for them, or why their attitude stinks. But they don't see it as, you know, their attitude stinks. They see it as like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, I'm a perfect person. Like, and people like that, people like, you can't tell them about themselves. It's just the best way to put it. They gotta go. Like, honestly, they gotta freaking go. Because I don't know about y'all, but people who I can't, like, they can criticize me or tell me about myself, but I can't tell you about yourself. I'm leaving them alone, because that's unfair. You can talk about me, but I can't talk about you. And the thing is, nobody is freaking perfect. So I should, you know, you should be able to take criticism. And a lot of people can't do that because it hurts and it brings down their ego. And my thing is this. Whatever, because you're never gonna always be right. You're never gonna always be wrong. Like, you're never, no. Like, that's the whole point of like dealing with different types of people, is to learn things from them, go through different phases, and it's okay to be wrong. Like, I don't know what it is about certain people, they don't want to admit when they're wrong, and that's irritating. It's very, 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 very irritating. So if you're dealing with somebody who you love strongly and they cannot like ever like admit anything, I think it's worth letting go, like, honestly. And I know it's gonna hurt because you know, depending on how long y'all been friends, being in each other's lives or anything, it's hard. Trust me, I know. I had a lot of people who I had to let go of because their ego is big and they lack intelligence. And I hate people that lack intelligence, because we don't need to be friends if you don't want to listen to what I gotta say, but I gotta listen to what you gotta say. No, you're leaving. So, you know, that being said, you know, it's hard. I get it. It's really, really hard because I recently had to do this too. But, you know, I have to pick myself over them. And it's hard to do that because you still want them in your life. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Life goes on. You gotta go on. So, that's like the best way I can kind of like put it. Yeah. So, try not to go that fast because I didn't write that much. Next is setting expectations. Y'all, when I say this was kind of like the hardest thing I had to do, because I just thought certain people overall knew things. And this is what I mean by that. I thought a lot of people knew better. Like, oh, I forgot. That's what I forgot. I thought a lot of people knew better. Like, oh, like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, I thought it was common sense. No. My common sense is not everybody's common sense. So with that being said, I would end up getting so mad, so worked up, because I'm like, dang, how don't you know this? Like, but I know this. You know, I hate to break it to you, but everybody's different. Everybody's freaking different. I will explain why, but I don't know if I want to put that in the video. But shit, but you know, I'm gonna stay away from that because I know how people are with that. But you're gonna hear me talk about that though, because I love astrology, and I feel like that was a good way to help me understand people as well, why they can like understand certain things. So why am I learning this but they can't learn it, or why are they like it I can't even talk, but it explained my whys, and it helped me a lot because now I don't have those expectations of people like at all. Like let's see if I can give y'all an example. I'm sorry y'all, but this makeup is eating. Okay. Got one. Prime example, YouTube. So I feel like with people in YouTube or any like type of content, like you trying to do something in like the social media that you know somebody gotta post your stuff. I hate to like break it to you, but people are not gonna tune in, and that's what hurts the most. Even like your people, meaning like your friends, meaning like family, anybody, like they're not gonna tune in, and it just sucks because it just sucks because it's like, dang, I thought you was gang. You still gang, but it's just like the stuff that I do is something you're not interested in, and I know that hurts because, you know, you don't have to like what I like. You could still like post my stuff to show like you know, you see I'm trying to do something. And with that, you can't expect everybody to like tune in. You can't expect everybody to come along with you in your journey. And it just sucks because, you know, you want to bring everybody along, but like they gotta do their part, and you just can't expect that. And I hate to say it because not everybody's gonna be into what you're into. Not everybody's gonna want to support you, and you'll be surprised. And it just sucks, like I said, but that doesn't mean you stop doing what you're doing. Like I'm a prime example with this YouTube stuff. Like I said in my last vlog, I get like discouraged because, for one, I don't have really nobody supporting me, and that's the thing I had to learn. Like, ain't nobody gonna support you. What do you think these celebrities have to go through? You know, a lot of people didn't support them, and look what they at now. And the thing is, they're at where they at because they believe in themselves, and that, I feel like you have to be your number one cheerleader, like I said in the last vlog. Because if you don't believe in yourself, why would somebody else believe in you? If you want me to be honest, like, you gotta be confident, you gotta be cocky, you gotta be like, yeah, I can do that. I can do that, y'all just missing out and y'all sleeping on me. Prove people wrong. That'd be the best like thing to do to people. So another thing that I feel we, you know, lack in is us not being patient with ourselves. So I think this is the most thing that everybody can relate to, is we want everything now. Like we do. Prime example is like the pandemic. The pandemic really pushed that off with everybody because, one, we had to slow down, like everything slowed down. Everybody's money was messed up. I'm trying to think what else. Like everything was just slow, and it took us a minute to get back to where we was at. And since, you know, the pandemic happened, we was missing out on money, and money is like the biggest thing America is obsessed with, and it just pushed us back. Like, I don't know how else to say it. And we just want everything now. Like, you're BSing if you don't do it now. Like, something is honestly wrong with you. And I don't blame, people for wanting stuff now, because like I said, like, we missed out on everything. But that affected so much. What it affected was social media. Social media has really just like increased everything. The number one thing it has increased is that, like, if you don't have luxury stuff, like, you're not all that. If you don't have your hair and lashes done that often, then you're not all that. Like, it's so many delusional expectations social media has, and it pisses me off, because I'm just like, dang. Like, I remember when social media was just fun. Now it's just like, I feel like people feel it as like a competition, and I can see why, because of all the things that happen. I can see why, but that's how people get caught up. That's what makes people sad. That's what makes people mad and all that stuff. I had to do some laundry. That's what I'm doing right now. So back to what I was saying. Basically, it just peer pressured everybody to, like, you have to get this stuff now. If you don't have it now, you're a failure. I just feel bad, because that really brings, like, that's like the start of depression. It's the start of being sad. And what you can do is this. Ooh, that's crazy. What you can do is all that stuff that you're saying you want, you could definitely get it. You can definitely get it, but the only way you can get it is being patient with yourself. It's not gonna happen overnight, and it's not gonna happen if you're not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. Nothing happens overnight. So you have to put in the work, and you have to be patient with yourself, because it can definitely come, but it can't come when you want it, and that's what I hate. That is definitely what I hate, because I want it now, but everything will work out if you just be patient with yourself. And two, I didn't realize the progress is what's fun. And you might be like, girl, what? It really is, because you're just seeing, like, your prime example is like with my makeup. I gotta concentrate. Okay. Prime example is my makeup. I didn't get to this level until I started taking myself seriously. I could have been, like, good, but I was just wanting to learn the basic stuff. Now that I don't want to learn that, I have gotten better, like, way better, way better, y'all. Now, sleeping on me. Sleeping on me. And since I took the time to get better, look at me. I'm being honest. Like, I'm not even trying to be cocky or anything, but just look how far I've came. And you could definitely do the same, and whatever you're interested with or whatever. So y'all got it. Y'all just gotta be patient. Don't let the internet control your pace. Prime video I can tell y'all about is this video. I know everybody is so familiar with his voice, but he be really, like, spitting. Like, he be posting, like, psychology things, like, oh, what did you see first type stuff. Like, what did you see first? he'll also like post like little quotes and stuff, just basically about mental health. And I'm gonna see if I can find it. But the biggest thing he said was, it's never too late to start. Issa Rae also said this as well. It's never too late to start. It's never too late. I feel like as long as you do it, there you go. But it's never too late to start. You were doing something at 30, do it. You do something at 40, do it. Like, age doesn't matter, clearly. Maturity is a prime thing. You would think a 50-year-old would be mature, but they're not. So don't get discouraged by age, thinking I don't have enough time, I don't have this, da da da. You do. You do. You do. Which is now. Go do it. Go freaking do it, yo. Okay. Now this is coming out really, really nice. I'm gonna start doing this. Let's try this peachy one. Try this peach. So the next thing I want to talk about is change your energy and who you surround yourself by. I think a lot of people be comfortable with who they're around, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think the biggest thing I had to learn was, you know, a lot of people who I grew up with, went to high school with, we don't have the same mindsets anymore. We was friends for high school for a reason. And you know, I feel like that's the only thing we have in common is high school. And it just sucks because it's just like, you know, a lot of people, you think you're gonna be with them because like y'all made it through high school. Y'all made it through high school, so it's like, why should it like, you know, stop you now? No. A lot of people, you gotta leave them when they're at, because y'all are heading in, you know, directions. Heading in very, very, very different directions. And it's up to you. Ooh, that was a lot. Damn, that was a lot. But a lot of y'all are heading in different directions, so it's okay to leave people where they're at. Don't feel like it's your fault or theirs. It's just y'all are growing apart. And don't you want to grow? If you want to grow, then you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. And that'd be like the thing that sucks. Because that's what I had to do. You know, it really happened, like I would say, like freshman year of college, where a lot of people I had to let go because it's just not the same anymore. And it's like, damn, I really like this look, y'all. I really do want to beat. I'm freaking beat. But also, I used to say this a lot when I was in high school. Was you are who you hang with. You are, like, you are, y'all. And you need to be aware of that, because if you're not, you're gonna end up being like them. I feel like a lot of people didn't really like pick up on that in high school, and I don't blame y'all, because it's like we're young. But you gotta start picking up on that. You gotta start looking out. You be around me, because your friend hang out with a whole bunch of bums, most likely you might become a bum too. But it depends also, like, how much y'all hang out. Y'all might have different stuff in common. Don't get me wrong, like, you're gonna have different friends for different things, but you just gotta know your limit on those different things. Prime example is, I'm trying to see, should I use this one? Let me see. But prime example is, say they do something that you don't do, right? But I'm sorry, I really got good at this. But I think I basically just said everything that who you surround yourself by definitely matters, because you might end up being like them eventually. I'm not saying all of y'all are, and depending on your relationship, like I said, you can just go from there. But if you want me to be honest, like, start paying attention to like what your friend is doing. Like, does it, like, hello, did I eat y'all? I think I did. It's really good. Like, you see me and you saw my YouTube video before, you would know, like, girl, you are better than I have. Saying this to say, y'all got it. Y'all just gotta work and push through, because this is only the beginning, y'all. Like, just imagine yourself. That's another thing too. Imagine yourself. I feel like that's another people get discouraged of. It's like the idea, and y'all gotta get over the idea. The idea always gonna be there, but time is ticking, and you gotta make the idea into a reality. And y'all got it, because I did it, and you can do it too. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I did, because I definitely did. I like talking to y'all about like inspirational stuff, and like also like stuff that I went through, because y'all, you know, we can relate. And that's the whole point of a channel. Y'all want to relate to me, right? But I'm glad I can really like give y'all some encouragement, words of encouragement, and show y'all that I can leave my face. I know y'all see this. But yeah, y'all, so hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also subscribe, and also comment below like what else you guys want me to do, because I am so down. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I was gonna paint a wine.